Okay, how to actually declare a student? Well, if they're undeclared and it's currently within the first 10 days, I can change this to this semester and I can fill out the information for the student. I'm going to have a student named Eddie Cougar, and his 800 number is 800-112233. And just for the sake of this not going to some random email address, I will put in my own SIU email, but you would be filling out the student's information there. And for this, his phone number is the Office of Academic Advising's phone number. His major, he wants to study an anthropology degree. Okay, and if I wanted to, remember I could choose the major declaration requirements button, and it'll take me over to a website with all of that there, just to verify. In this particular case, I'm not going to choose a minor because it would actually send an email to those offices. For now, I have this set up to send it simply to me as an approver for this, but you can imagine that I am one of the office workers within the College of Arts and Sciences, or if Kelly Myers over in business, or Tanya in engineering, various different people across campus that normally would be receiving these documents. When I start an approval, I must actually have all this information filled out and a major selected. That's the minimum requirement. If I take away something, this button is not going to be active and it won't let me declare. So you do have to have a minimum amount of information for this to happen. By default, most of these options are likely to stay as they are, but if they're not, feel free to toggle them on or off. I try to make them pretty clear, so this is not a senior with degree versus it is a senior with degree, to make the wording pretty clear there. When I start an approval, it's just simply going to take me to this page. It says the declaration process has started, but to make sure you're checking teams, because it's not as simple as it was where we just sent an email and it was gone. What will happen here shortly is Teams is going to send an approval to different offices, depending on how many different majors and minors you chose. Then it must actually get an approval from each of those participants, and after that it will be sent an email to different people. So Alarise in the Office of Academic Advising gets them. The Service Center will also receive it. So this is a good opportunity while that's processing in the background, and you can go away from this page. You can go back to your other teams or whatever. You don't have to stay on it. It's working in the background. Is to talk about the approvals tab in Teams, because most are not going to have this by default. So your default is going to look like this. If you click on the three eyes and you find approvals, or you can type approvals, you need to make sure that you have this tab available. After you click on it, right click and say pin. So that way it's not going to disappear each time you close out this program. Now you can see I've been doing tons and tons of testing, and just now I have an approvals request. That is because I'm also the person approving it, but you as the sender will not necessarily get that notification immediately, because it's going to notify whoever needs to approve it. I can actually find Eddie Cougar under my sent approvals. So new declaration request for Eddie Cougar. It says it was requested. It hasn't been approved or rejected yet, so it's only requested. I created it at this time. It was sent by me, but it's also sending it to me because I'm pretending to be Cass in this example. If I click on it, I'm going to get more information about this, so please see attached information to declare Eddie Cougar. It gives you their information here, their phone number, all of that, as well as the actual document. This document will have what we more are familiar with, a sort of PDF that lays it out directly what degree it is. This is for if you need paper copies and would like to keep that, you have it there just like you would before.